So where do you start? Which is like I think one of the tools you had mentioned was talking about something about coffee. You're sending these guys coffee?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So we're using a bunch of different tools. We're using a tool called Sendoso that's way later on in our funnel. I use the word funnel because everyone else uses the word funnel, but it's later on in our process where we've reached out and maybe they've expressed interest previously. Maybe they're a perfect prospect, and so we really want to like catch their attention early. And so we're using Sendoso, which is, well, they have a Chrome extension. They also just actually integrated with Outreach is what we're using as our email platform. But you can just click that button and it pops up and you can send them a Starbucks gift card for $5. I'd say the success rate on that is at about 50%. You get your money returned back to you if they don't redeem the gift card. And people seem to really like that. It's sort of like an extra touch. We're using it on rebuttals now. It's just another tool in the toolbox of the SDR. Because I mean, like, they're constantly up against it, right? Like people are kind of mad that they're reaching out, or everyone is very finicky if it seems that you didn't do enough research on their company. It's just a great way to sort of break the ice and say, hey, listen, like we're with you on this. Here's a coffee. Like I have no idea, or like I have no doubt that we can actually add value for you guys. Is there any chance that we can get some time? And it works pretty well. So
You said something interesting there that you're using it on rebuttals. So if somebody's saying, send me some information or no thanks, or I'm, common objection, maybe I don't need this or something like that. You're like, hey, have a coffee, or how does it
yeah,
walk me through
sure.
that
I mean,
process?
if anybody's going to give us any context on what they're doing for their development process, for us, that's like invaluable because that's research that we can't garner anywhere else besides the source.
Mm-hmm.
So they give us that info, and we can send them a coffee as sort of like a thank you. And it's also a way for us to get in like one more line. So if they're saying like, hey, we actually outsource our QA, or we're not looking for an outsourced provider, we have like 3 devs that are doing it internally, then that's a way for us to say like, thank you so much for the context. Really appreciate it. That's what we hear a lot from our current customers. The reason that they went with Rainforest was this, this, and this. If that ever changes down the line, like, please let us know. And then we send them a coffee, and we usually ask for a follow-up timeline, like 2 or 3 months. With us, timing is crucial to get people involved in the sales cycle. And so, as I'm sure for a lot of people. So, when you follow up in that thread, and that thread has you sending them a gesture of kindness or whatever you want to call it, then it usually nets you a better response that second time.